I thought you said Control F for virgins. I was.
Yep.
I was pretty much thinking the same thing.
That is exactly what what I said.
Right. Now I remember. I fucking forgot. Every single fucking time.
Control F for virgins.
Because of what was written in the chat.
Yeah,
Fucking forgot that.
fuck you.
That's why I was like, my brain was like, I must have heard that wrong.
Oh god.
I don't know how I missed this message.
So when you folks load onto the server, there are 3 maps available. One is the Newport map as a standard. The second one is the World map as a standard. The third one is labeled Delicious Intel, and you are free to load that up now.
I'm just gonna load all the maps first.
Delicious intel.
Nom.
Yes, all of those things are true.
Yes.
Why am I wearing my glasses? I don't need them.
Because unlike me, I need them to see.
Like Gryph mentioned glasses, and Sheep was like, "Oh, I gotta put on my glasses. I gotta be one of those glass people."
Now, do I join Sheep with wearing my glasses, or join Gryph? Well, I mean, join Sheep by not wearing them.
Well, I was drinking out of a mason jar earlier. I'm out.
Yes, because I'm not wearing glasses. I'm wearing lenses, so there's clearly a difference.
Actually, honestly, I barely noticed yours. I can barely see the frame.
We're attracted to somewhere up here for some reason.
You're attracted to me. I knew it, Gryph.
I'm always attracted to you. It's like, if you were any closer, I'm pretty sure I'd catapult through the screen.
You'd catapult. You know what? I want to see that.
No, it's too weak.
Oh, come on. Don't insult yourself by saying you're weak, Gryph.
Oh, you, Grimith. Wink.
Oh, me. Yes. That's how you wink, right? Just like lean into someone.
Yeah, it's a proper British wink.
I say, old bean.
You what, mate? I don't know where that came from. It's like hip 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 hey.
Do what you want because a griffin is free. You are a griffin.
Yar fiddly. Being a griffin is all you want to be.
Can't tell the difference. Sounds just like the song.
You could have fooled me, so.
You guys.
You guys is. What's going on? How you folks doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm just kidding. I don't care. No.
Well, I don't care either.
Why'd you hurt my feelings?
I only want your minds. That's all I want you for.
You can't have it.
Are you sure you want our minds? You know where they've been.
I mean, you're here playing a tabletop, and that's why I want your mind. I mean, I don't want your body because I can't do anything at a tabletop.
Well, personally, I don't mind.
It's good. It's good. It's good. I just draw like a grid on Griffin God's chest, and over here you find the.
No. Just stop going lower, guys. No.
We're heading south.
Speaking
Did
of which,
everyone just intentionally ignore my pun? Oh.
I like your pun, Sheep.
Poor Sheep. Yes, I got your I don't mind, and I thought I would give it the credit it deserved.
None.
Yeah. Damn, you're on to me. Also, I hope you folks haven't forgotten important elements like the girdle of gender switching from last session.
Oh god, fuck you guys.
You didn't remove that?
No, it's been removed. It was removed. It's okay, Gryph, it's okay.
I was gonna say it's hilarious.
I wish it wasn't removed.
So, one step closer to getting that paladin inside the brothel, right?
Ah.
Not to say that men can't be in a brothel, but I mean, you know, it's just, it's not expected. What was that?
That wouldn't fucking happen.
Go, you will love it.
No. But, at least my character wouldn't. No, he's, he's kind of celibate, so it wouldn't really work.
You know?
It's the first time for everything.
We can make it work. Let's explore your character, Goger.
No, let's not.
Explore the supple contours of your character.
Let's leave exploration to anyone else but me.
So you're not an adventurer to explore, I see.
Not that particular explorer, no.
I mean, I suppose it makes sense. I mean, your character is motivated by something other than exploration.
Every time a topic like this comes up, I just keep thinking about that one thread. I'm pretty sure I linked you at some point, Grimith, on the Pathfinder subreddit with the LSD and the Green Dragon.
Oh yes.
Oh
yes.
LSD and the Green Dragon.
Yeah. Let me show you something, Gryph. Give me a second to find it.
I mean, we have some time to kill until Manaki shows up anyway, so.
We might as well get this out in a night.
Yeah.
Oh.
You also need to kick me for some reason.
With pleasure.
Kick you or kick you out of the game? I mean, that's two different things here.
Yes.
I mean, I'd happily fly over
I
to
have
Sweden.
given you Das Boot.
Ah, thank you.
At initial glance, Gryph, having just gotten your character sheet a short amount of time ago, I don't see anything inherently wrong. I did note the feat thing, but I see how you organize those.
Basically, to make it easier, Bleeding Strike has Adventure and Champion.
Okay. Now, your hit points are 100. Let me check that. That's 6 plus con modifier times 10. 6 plus 4 is 10 times 10 is 100.
I did maths!
Holy fucking shit. Let's see, your powers include... What's the new thing that you added? Did you get a new thing?
Spiky Bastard, which is a daily. It might not have added it into the actual total powers, but that's the new power. Because I've got the champion feat. I need the power for it.
I noticed these. Let's see here. You go all out to hurt anyone who tries to get a piece of you. For the rest of the battle, while you're conscious, using at least one bladed weapon. What are the weapons you use?
Daggers.
Right. No longer wrenches and things.
Because you melted that.
God did not melt it.
God put a rust monster. The rust monster melted it.
The rust monster ate it.
The way I look at it, basically, if anything rolls an attack against me, it takes damage if it's even. Doesn't say if it hits or misses. It takes damage if it's
For the rest of the battle, while you're conscious, using at least one bladed weapon, and you're not staggered or stunned, so your hit points have to be above half, you deal 10 damage to each enemy that makes a melee attack against you and rolls a natural odd attack roll. The damage hits the enemy before their attack damages you. Okay, so if for whatever reason the enemy's on death's door, and the damage that you deal with Spiky Bastard kills the enemy, it's like a first strike effect, like if you're playing like a card game, their attack will not deal any damage to you or any effects.
The way, also, I'm going to talk to you about it because it's after the to hit roll, that's also when I apply a lot of my dodge mechanics as well. Such as, anything that requires momentum, like slick feint or swift dodge. So you're hit by an attack against AC. So from what I do there, Spiky Bastard triggers. I then have the opportunity to do swift dodge. So even though it could have hit me, you take the 10 points of damage, and my character could have dodged the hit. Because it doesn't require momentum to use. Also, the champion, which is the champion feat, allows me to keep it until I go unconscious.
Interrupt action.
What are we looking at?
Feats for the rogue.
Oh, you haven't leveled up yet.
I have.
He has, but we're
I'm
checking rules.
I was checking God's interpretation of things.
I'm figuring. I'm saying now before we're actively in the game.
That makes sense. Generally a good idea.
Well, let's see here. The damage hits the enemy before their attack damages you. I would say that Swift Dodge would cancel out Spiky Bastard at first, because you're making the attacker re-roll the attack. So that their attack roll might not be a natural odd, because you're making them re-roll that. I would say Swift Dodge triggers first before Spiky Bastard.
Actually, that's probably a good thing. So, all right, in that case,
the alternative would end up being that they take 10 damage, they re-roll, get another odd, and take another 10 damage. And so then they take 20 damage from one attack roll.
No, I would definitely not have interpreted it as that. That's a bit too much.
Right.
But it was more of a case of the way I was interpreting is basically you get a goblin tries to hit Tempus.
Right.
Takes the 10 damage. I then, before you've rolled the damage roll, tell you to do, I do deflection or something, or I boost my AC or something like that. So the attack that would have hit misses.
Spiky Bastard applies on a natural odd attack roll, hit or miss. So, like, the fucker could roll a 1, and they'd still take the 10 damage from you, and they wouldn't hit you.
Yeah. So basically, I just wanted to make sure first, because that's a footery, a little bit.
In the case specifically to Swift Dodge, like, you re-rolling them would affect whether they would get hurt by Spiky Bastard or not.
Which is probably something I'll do anyway if I'm going to get hit, because that doesn't consume momentum, it just requires me to have momentum.
Swift Dodge only requires momentum. Of course, getting hit makes you lose momentum.
Yeah.
So,
What's up?
I got engaged today to Tina.
Oh.
Hey!
Congratulations, Monica.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I was afraid I would get too late to the session.
I think that would have been a good excuse, though.
We would have understood.
Considering how you and Tina have been forged in tabletop land, I know that you being late to a tabletop session would have meant a great deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hello, Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Did she actually hear us?
Yes, she can hear you. You might hear the echo as well.
Congratulations.
Speakers. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're actually the first people to know.
Yeah.
Oh, surely Tina goes first.
No, I know
She's
just
kind of
now.
part of the deal, you know.
That would have been amazing.
I feel very honored.
You know, I would understand if you wanted to spend, like, you know, like, your time together and, like, didn't want to attend the session. It's not, like, an obligation.
No. Don't do that.
Like, this
It's
is
cool.
just
It's cool, man. Put down the gun. Let's not take any rash actions here.
This is something that we do for fun, you know. But being engaged sounds more fun. All right, the server.
But I kind of felt like I wanted to tell you that, so.
Okay. The server is online, Manaki.
All right, I'll be joining that.
Good. Let's hope no one has the mysterious Jonas affliction of, oh, suddenly I can't join because of reasons.
No, it's Java. Anything can happen.
Well, it's probably just a full moon or something in Sweden.
Yeah, it's a full moon only in Sweden, like
Yeah.
strictly around the
Yeah, that's how it
Stockholm
works.
area. Goger, last night when you looked outside, was there a full moon?
No.
It was a total eclipse of the internet.
It was close to full moon.
Close is good enough.
Does that mean it's going to be full moon tonight?
Alright, you're gonna have to stop being happy, damn it. You're gonna have to get into the mindset of your character.
You know, life is pretty good.
Dwohurim had a sudden mood change.
Like I can't even fucking hear you over there. Like, I just can't even see you, rather, and I can just hear the smile. You need to quit that shit.
Hey, don't ruin happiness. Not yet.
Oh, hearing a smile is way better than
You know,
hearing a
Dark, I don't
frown.
think anything that any of you could do could ruin happiness. You know, so just
Don't challenge Grimith with that.
I
Just
was
don't.
about to say, like, that sounded like a challenge.
yeah. Let's see. I have 3 images with IPs, so let's see which one it is. Because apparently I didn't delete the old ones. So,
Oh,
Big Gryph.
Gryph.
Hey, throw my phone away.
popular as always.
That's so much better with the webcam on when you throw
I
your
know,
phone.
just like, whoop. I actually heard that sound effect yesterday during our Iron Gods thing. I was wondering, like, Gryph is not in our call.
Oh, that might have been me because I didn't hear that.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. I was like, Gryph's not in this call. Like,
Perfect
who
God.
could it be? Like,
I'm
I didn't
happy that you remember me so fondly.
I didn't know he joined another tabletop. I thought he was too busy, huh?
Gryph infiltrated every tabletop.
I really wish I could play more tabletops, but I actually do struggle with time.
The eternal struggle. It's just like standing arm wrestling time.
It's like, that's basically what I do. I spend just all my days at work.
I thought you did like environmental stuff, no?
It's a challenge against the clock.
I see. Whenever you load up Manaki, there's 3 maps that are currently available. 1 or 2 of which are familiar to you. One is Newport, one is the world map. The third one is labeled Delicious Intel, and that is something that you can load up immediately.
It is the one that it started loading.
Good.
So it's done in just soon.
You get to enjoy all the delicious intel.
All right. Anyway,
Here.
it's been another 2 weeks, but we're finally back with more 13th Age. We skipped last week for a surprise birthday vacation I received. Hopefully you folks enjoyed your time away from me. I'll handle recaps today. Yes. Last session began on the northern shores of Creel with a reunited party. Dwohurim, the recently unfolded Tempus, Aurelia, and Geráck. Joining them were Darius and Buford, 2 mercenary sailors whose names you will never remember again, Leon's corpse, and Deaf Speaker's headless corpse. Also, there were 2 massive caged beetles. The group slowly sailed from Creel to Newport. There, they delivered the captured animals to the sorcerer Stathron. The eccentric man has built a menagerie at his home in the Heights, and he paid the group in rare arcane reagents for their bounty. The next day, after heavy sleep at the Arcane College, the party followed Lord Teraptus to meet Arthur Tristan himself. Arthur, the Imperial Governor of Newport, congratulated Team PC for bringing down the Black Fang Chapter Lodge in Newport. The characters were skeptical, but they nevertheless accepted his gratitude and money for their successful work. During a bit of chatting, Governor Tristan informed the party that Exilia and Ezekiel were still at large, but he didn't expect that much. I mean, the entire Chapter Lodge has been eviscerated. He also noted that he had received a personal plea of assistance from his friend, Evrat Levelle, and suggested the party go there. Furthermore, Governor Tristan introduced the group to a Newport native, Jasmine Rose of House Vayne. He hoped everyone would work together to continue improving Newport. The group then traversed across the city to meet Mr. Levelle, and the noble immediately confided his worries to Team PC. His beloved, Renee Coldren of Glitterhagen, had been kidnapped by their wedding planner, Zeke Mathis. Evrat has a letter, in Zeke's own handwriting, demanding 20,000 gold pieces be delivered to Robbers Bluff by the Day of Lords. Otherwise, Evrat will never see Renee again. In exchange for the group's assistance, he has opened his treasured vault of true magic items to the players, which you spent quite some time in last session, haggling and haranguing and debating. Except for Dark. In addition...
And gender swapping.
Yes, and gender swapping. In addition, Evrat has offered each of the characters 1,000 gold pieces should Renee be returned alive. Our session begins 1 day later. It is the morning of Readying 21st. The Day of Lords is Readying 24th. You all have taken a night of downtime to... Well, what have your characters done in Newport since last session?
I guess I will take the lead on this. Jasmine returned back and started speaking with some of her contacts around the city. Returning to her manor, looking through the archives, speaking with some various people, and all in all, managed to gather up a little bit of information, and most notably, some maps, though how many are that useful, she's not entirely sure, of the area we're planning to go to.
Yes, the Delicious Intel map is the effective and comprehensive map sketch Jasmine has of the primary cavern area within Robber's Bluff. I have left a few notes on there indicating steep slopes, as well as further into caves where the map does not suggest. Over on the right side there are waist-high platforms, as well as a underground stream. This body of water is incredibly swift and carries a rather considerable current. I have drawn the arrows suggesting which way the current goes. Falling into it, it is shallow water. It would only come up to even Geráck's waist. So it's not that thick. You wouldn't drown it unless you fell prone. The primary problem would be, if you wanted to traverse that at all, would be keeping your footing, due to the rocks beneath it and just the overall pull of the current. You would have to be very strong and nimble. That is the extent of the information that Jasmine had received. That map, which I have made available to you folks. That comprehensive sketch.
As for Aurelia, she went shopping, of course, for various supplies needed for our trip here into Ambush Land. And she also got contacted by a minor merchant in the dock district who owns a couple of warehouses, nothing big really, who openly admitted that he had at least some dealings with the Black Fang, and now that the entire thing is coming essentially crashing down, at least that's how it looks to most people, he would like to be on the city's good graces and has decided to essentially snitch on everything that he had dealings with. Not as great as it sounds, since he didn't really have any really good information. He did, however, snitch on some of the mooks still hiding in the city, but he was unable to confirm that Lord Raptus is indeed a spy of the Black Fang. So, I guess we're good.
All right, well, Dwohurim has spent pretty much all his time at the Arcane College, where he has acquired some, we'll tell you, some rather interesting scroll. It was a knowledge scroll, a unique magical item that he was allowed to have in exchange for a future undefined, price. But basically, they would allow him to divine some answers to some questions. From that, he now knows that he basically knows that he can find a way down into the Underdark, where we can find more of the Flensed, so he can get his power back by killing them. So that's good. Beyond that, he has learned that Seek Mathis is indeed Ezekiel, and that is a definite 100%. That's him. And beyond that, the question of what Auxilia is, as it turns out, also answered. And Auxilia is a Rakshasa, which means she is extremely long-lived and can change her looks as she wishes, with no real... She could be anyone, basically.
Oh, that's good information.
She could be anyone. Ezekiel is that one wedding planner, and there's a way into the Underdark where we can get my power back.
I once
now
thought
we
that
just go
connections.
around punishing everyone.
I do have to admit, I really like that Zeke guy. Just Ezekiel Zeke. That's really
Like a hiding in plain sight thing.
wow. Yeah, wow.
Like I don't know. I mean, like that. It's not like anyone would look at Zeke Mathis and be like, Zeke Mathis, Ezekiel, ah! Like, it doesn't really
me.
raise the chance of him being, like, I guess you did, yeah.
I saw it coming.
But that's him, so I can't really prove it, but I know that that's him.
Nice. The site that you had revealed to you, Manaki, has been marked on the map. It is the Bitter Meadow Caverns.
Yes, well, we can get down below.
But
That's
how
interesting,
how does your Dwohurim know that?
What? Because the magic revealed it to him. Divination magic is incredibly fickle, and this was kind of a one-time thing. At some point, I might ask you to help a guy. What was his name? I don't even remember the name of the guy. I don't remember his name. A guy who studies magical caves and stuff. But yeah,
All right.
I thought it was worth it.
That does sound worth it.
So so if we go up there and just fucking cuff the guy, I don't know, wedding planner, but he's a bad guy, even though he kind of revealed that by, and it kind of confirms that this is probably a trap.
It's a trap.
Like also, I looked into him a little bit, and we probably couldn't take him. Maybe we could, but he's very powerful. Yeah, he's very, very powerful, and he's also on high alert because of what happened.
Yeah, of course.
So we might want to have serious backup if we're gonna take him on, and if so, we kind of need proof, which I can't really like. It's the old thing where we know who did it, but we can't prove it, and he's like a noble, so he's got all the noble protection and whatnot. But it's like we need like a Tereptus kind of guy to back us up there.
Okay. Shall I go?
Sure.
Okay. Tempus took the time in between, specifically to send off a letter, leaving a letter in a tree trunk, and then within an hour it magically disappears. Not by magic, other techniques, but we don't go into that. On the letter, it was a request for specifically any information on hidden routes to the robber's bluff. Anything perhaps smuggler's routes or a hidden route, of which Tempus was made aware and will express with the group that he is aware of a route to Robber's Bluff, but it will take about a day to find it and 2 days to traverse it. So it's a long route to get there.
Yes, the passageway is to the northeast of Newport. Probably not that far from where you buried Fargus. It is a chain of old smugglers' tunnels and caverns, which Tempus has been led to believe would lead from the hills and small mountains northeast of Newport to Robber's Bluff.
We would arrive, when the contact with Tempus has been provided, that we would arrive stealthily. We wouldn't be seen if we travelled that route, as opposed if we head directly there, where we will be very obviously noticed. Additionally, Tempus was given some extra information about the bandits there. They're not terribly bright. They're affiliated with a hill giant under the name of Murdoch, and the bandits really love food and money. And also, Tempus was given kind of a pass key to a phrase that he's been provided to get in, so that he's able to disguise us as them.
Yes, traveling to the entryway, Tempus would have to find it. Had to find the way into the smugglers' tunnels. Would take you about a day in the northeast of Newport, and then it would be like 2-day travel underground. It could possibly be less, but Tempus doesn't know the way, and you're going to have to spend time finding the way. Compare that to the 2 days horseback ride that it would take for you to travel from Newport to Robber's Bluff. It would take so long because the terrain around there is simply just too treacherous, and the horses cannot travel that fast. What's been offered by traveling underground is the opportunity to go unseen, which is, considering the beautiful vantage point the Bluff has, likely something you cannot get if you were to travel above ground. Especially because not all of you are trained in subterfuge and remaining hidden while you travel. He voiced it for himself.
Clank.
What day was it again?
It is the morning of the 21st. If you took the smuggler's passageway route, you would arrive on the Day of Lords. Were you to arrive by horseback, if you were to leave today, you would arrive before the Day of Lords, which is quite fine. The note merely says that the money has to be there by, on the Day of Lords, effectively. So if you wait until after the Day of Lords, Renee will never be seen again. At least as far as the letter says.
So if we take the unseen way, we get there just barely in time, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably fine. I like getting there unseen.
The real question is, they probably don't have her there.
No.
So they might kill her because we killed all their bandits, right?
Yeah, they're probably gonna send some people there to collect the money, but
Collect the
they
money
might-
and then send her somewhere else. She might be kept in the city still.
Well, one of the
Yes, ma'am.
ideas that I did have for us going in just earlier with Dark is we could easily, I now know that they really like food and money, we could easily spend some money, get some lucrative items to look as if we came back from a raid, bring back some poisoned food, a portion of it not poisoned, so in case we need to taste it to prove that it's all good, we have the non-poisoned. So it's basically my attempt to kind of weaken them before we do anything.
Yeah, but the thing is, that would be. Remember that one time where we went up to talk to the door guard?
We do have a passkey in though. That's what I was getting.
Yeah, but this is us, right? We're pretty well known, and if this is really Black Fang stuff, they will know, and they'll expect us to be there.